What up everyone, how you doing? Today I'm bringing to you the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and we're just hanging out here in the backyard. As you see, we got this is the Mississippi behind us, and ever since we got this property, I've been dying to see just how beautiful the Mississippi is without the trees. But as you see, the lot is quite wooded, and although I take down quite a few trees every year, you don't want to do too much to keep it wooded. So, and in the spring of 2020, during the COVID lockdown, I'll show you here, I built this tree house to see the Mississippi, but still didn't quite do it. This thing will definitely get the trick. So let's do a test flight. I'll show you how this works. I got the RC2 here, and yeah, let's get to it. So here's the tree house that we built. It's pretty fun, but as you see, well, maybe you can't tell from here, it's still not, in order to see the Mississippi, you got to get way, way, way up. This thing's only about, I'd say 25, 30 feet in the air. Still quite not enough. So, first things first is we got to find a good takeoff and landing spot. Now, if you look straight up above, there really isn't a good spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right over there, and we'll find a nice clear area. That's where we'll do our takeoff and landing. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so we just moved down just a little bit. Just a few tips before you take off. Number one, make sure to charge and check your battery levels. We often get very excited and just want to go out there and fly. That's very important. Check your battery levels. Number two, check your satellites. As you can see here, we got 23 satellites. And as a matter of fact, let's just start screen recording. So as you can see right down there, you just pull that menu down twice from the top, 1, 2, and you start screen recording right there. Check the weather, check the wind speed. That's very, very important. In normal mode, it can fly 12 meters per second. That's 26.8 miles per hour. So if you got a wind speed that's greater than that, that's not good. I would say don't even fly over if you have 20-mile-an-hour winds. And don't forget that what you might feel at ground level is not going to be the same as 100 feet in the air, 200, 300, 400 feet in the air. So that's very important. Make sure to check the current air temperature. This drone can operate from 14 degrees to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 10 to 40 Celsius. Right now it's 24 degrees out, 24 degrees Fahrenheit, so we're 10 degrees above the absolute minimum, so that's okay, so that's great. Check your elevation. Now what we're going to be doing is flying all the way down there. If you're going to be in a mountainous area or a hilly area, make sure to start above, and of course you want to make sure that your path up and down, your landing and takeoff is clear up above. That way, when you hit return to home, you don't got to do any work. All right, let's get this party started. All right, so we're up in the air, and as you see, the vision sensors are saying, okay, there's stuff all over the place, and that's because I'm standing there. There's the tree house. Let's go up just a bit. And rocket. All right, so let's stay up there. Let's get up there. As you see, we're about 120, there we're at 130 feet. Let's take a look at how beautiful the Mississippi River is. We got 24 minutes or 66%. RC signal is good. 23 satellites. Let's head on out. So now, as you can see, we are traveling at 27 miles per hour. And what you're looking at over there is an island. And there are actually houses on that island. Now we are currently at 800 feet from the home point, 135 feet AGL. And if we stop here, you can see the Mississippi. This way is north. That's downtown St. Paul, if you just keep on going. And this way, just speed it up here, right down there, you follow that all the way down, you'll end up in the Gulf of Mexico. Let's just do a little bit of exploring here. Point the camera down. You can see those are, you can see just how high above the tree line we are now. Much, much further. If we go down there, let's go down and just see. Alright, so now we're dropping. We're at 80 feet, 60 feet, 40, 30, 20, 10. And as you see, now we're at negative 19 feet. How is that even possible? Well, because we were way up above. Let's keep going. Isn't that beautiful? We can continue to drop down. Let's get closer and closer. We're at negative 50 feet. So we know we're at least 50 feet above. At least 50. Now we're at almost 70 feet. Mississippi is so beautiful. There's a log in the river there. We are currently 3,300 feet. So we're about a half a mile, I would say, out. And if we go up, "23 satellites above us. We can maybe come back and let's spin around and take a look at. Here's the island that I was talking about. And if we continue off to the right, we'll see the home point, where we are. There we are. So if we kind of start heading back, now we're on the other side of the, well, we're on in the river there, middle of the river. We can pick a spot and do a couple of master shots. Let's even zoom in. Okay, so let's just pick a spot and we'll drop down a little bit. This looks good here, maybe. Alright, here's a boomerang here for us. Although a lot of the Mississippi all the way down through the states is maybe only 200 feet across, Here what we're looking at, it's over a mile across, and that's because all the land in this area is really flat, and so the water is able to spread out quite a bit. And so what we're looking at is what's eventually going to become an oxbow lake. I'm going to guess in maybe 100 years from now, but eventually that's what's going to happen. Rivers, as they flow, form snake-like back and forth, and eventually the river bends so much that the water eventually finds a shorter route, and so what you end up having is a little island and water completely surrounding it, which is what we call an oxbow lake. Now when you look down, what do you notice? You can actually see the bottom of the river. That's because it's only about 4 feet deep. I've actually walked across halfway to the island, and the water didn't even come up halfway to my chest. So that's sand you're actually looking at there. We should be seeing the home point here soon. There it is. Alright, well, we got 6 minutes left, so let's head on home. Hit return to home.
Return to home.
And it looks like we got 27% left, or 8 minutes. And we only got about 1,000 feet left to go, so we are good. Let's see how close the drone does to landing in its spot. I can't hear it, so... Oh, there we go. Now I can hear it. It's somewhere. There you are. Here you guys are.
Landing.
It even turns the same direction. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, not quite. Not quite, but that's alright. Let's back it up a little bit. Okay, all right. All right, that's it. Thank you guys very much. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.